hardly know it. It's time to drop the pretense. Alrighty. So, hello. My name is Arcadum, and I will be your dungeon master. And today, we are going to begin the first episode of Lost at Sea. 50 years have passed since the battle in the sky, the great calamity that was brought forward by the violet of the enemy. The heroes of Calcatesh fought against this great threat, and for a time, the world was at peace. 50 years is long to some, but to others not long enough, as the world has only just begun to heal. And as such, our story begins on a ship bound for the eastern continent, new opportunity and new adventure. It is here that the winds of destiny fill the sails of this ship, but not for all on board. For a new shadow darkens the threshold. Walking up into the light from the decks below, this individual appears.
Hi guys, my name's Edward Bosco. I'm a voice actor and streamer. You've probably heard me as the Jailer in World of Warcraft, Alistair in Has Been Hotel, Chip in Guilty Gear, Ed in Street Fighter, the Marauder, and Icon of Sin and Doom, and I'm happy to be here. My character is Mori Suzuki. He is a samurai, I believe it's Terran is the way you say the name?
Terran.
Yes. I am a Batman, and that'll come into play later.
Mori, as you step out onto the deck, a cool, soothing sea breeze anoints your hat, nearly blowing it from your head. Around you, although they are not represented by tokens, there are many sailors going about their various duties. There is one, in particular, that seems to stand out from the rest. And you see this.
Do they look like they are like the first mate, by any chance?
They don't look like they're that high up on the totem pole, but they look like they're experienced enough. They kind of just, they're kind of not working as much as the other ones are. As you approach, she will smile at you and lift a flask. Ahoy there, samurai! What you doing?
A pleasure to meet you. Don't believe I got your name.
Name's Slaphands! She'll hold up her hand.
Mori will extend his hand.
Mori Suzuki, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Slap the shut of your hand.
Ow!
She'll smile. So, it's not often that we got people coming from the west to the east that are all samurai'd up. Normally we get those weird western warriors, what with the big heavy armor and their predisposition to being superior to everyone. She rolls her eyes.
Well then, I suppose today is your lucky day. A bit of variety in life is a spice.
I do like my spices. So what brings
Indeed.
you out this way there, samurai?
Returning something to my lord. This is a means of transportation, that is all.
Alright then, that sounds nice to me. Well, if there's anything I can help you with, just let old Slaphands know about it, aye?
Is there a place I can be seated?
Oh, let's see here. There's down deck, but if you want to keep the sun on your face, you could probably find a nice corner somewhere. I don't think we got any stools. The captain might have some. I'll ask her next time I see her.
Much appreciated.
I'm gonna find like a wall to lean against, maybe even like.
Oh,
up against
very,
this wall.
yeah, very coolly. Yeah.
Yeah, you will, or this individual will see one of his arms is actually slinged inside of his garb. He's got bluish purple robes that go all the way down, and they notice that there's interesting stitching on the shoulders, almost like they are designed to either come off or slide off, but very unique as they will catch a glimpse of the wings beneath. And he will just lean back and chew on the single piece of straw in his mouth.
Very cool. While a very cool samurai leans very coolly against a wall, chewing on a cool piece of straw, another shadow will darken the threshold.
Hi there, my name is Takahata. I am a VTuber, and you also may know me as one of the creators of Dragon Ball Z and Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. You can hear me a bunch of voices in those shows, most notably Nappa. And I am playing Durst the First, the Goblin Cleric of the Coin. just clinking money in his hand as he walks up. Beautiful day. Too much salt for me, though. Starts coughing over the side.
You all right over there?
It's what. And you see Durst the First throw up over the side.
She'll wait patiently, pulling out a handkerchief.
Thank you very much. It's the first time I've ever
hand
been
that
on
to
a
you.
long voyage.
That's a lot to get used to. I know that much. Hey, wipe yourself off. Don't want to look unkempt in front of the captain.
I'm gonna wash this off a couple times. I've been trying to get a meeting with the captain this whole time. Where I am stationed below deck is inexcusable. I am Durst the First, and I am required to have a far better room. Now, I will not stay in there with people I don't even know the last name of. So if you can talk to your boss, that'd be great.
I'll do what I can for you. No promises. You know.
I will be patient.
All right, well, what brings you out this way anyway, huh?
Oh, you see, I am Durst the First because I am emancipated from my family. They can live with their own mess. I am starting my own business in the East because none of my family were smart enough to go that direction.
Ah, so you seek...
Truthfully, a lot of them ended up going below the soil. Definitely.
Oh. So you seek gold, then?
Oh, yes, I seek fortune and gold, and honestly, a place to craft my services.
Slap Hands will nod. Well then, Captain will be along shortly. We all have got duties to attend to. We're hitting the rough waters here pretty soon. Maybe you could talk to her, convince her to give you something nice.
I like what you're saying, and I'm gonna do it.
All right then.
Hey, actually, hold on. Durst the First gestures over at the thing. What's the story with that guy right over there? I've seen him walking around. And Durst is pointing at the guy with the cool samurai leaning up against the thing.
Oh, you mean that guy? I don't know much about him. I just know that he's really cool.
I mean, he's not that cool, please.
Editor's note. He was.
God damn it, I don't like it.
Thank you, Arcadum. I'm glad somebody has my back for once. Damn it.
Very well. Now, if you know anyone who needs healing on this ship, I do it at an affordable price.
All right then. You're a healer. I'll keep that in mind. Let the captain know.
Sorry, just should already know. Should have already known who I was before I even came here, but there you go. Them's the bricks. And what are you looking at? Durst looks right at the samurai.
The samurai will just slowly lower the brim of his hat a little bit more.
God, he's so cool! Oh my God, he's so goddamn cool!
Durst needs to go throw up again.
All right.
I see you two are allergic to cool.
While Durst empties what remains of his small stomach over the side of the ship, a new shadow darkens the threshold.
Hey, my name's Critical, or real name Charlie, Big Moist, a bunch of Duncan names. I do internet content, YouTube, Twitch, and stuff like that. I'm playing Stinkler, Smelgore, Goliath, Wild Mage with a fixation on trash. So most of my storyline is going to revolve my pursuit of trash and unlocking its maximum potential and trying to become like the true avatar of trash.
As Stinkler enters the sun-drenched dock of the deck of the ship, Slaphands will noticeably cover her nose and will raise an eyebrow. Well, that's new.
Well, hey, I really appreciate you letting me on the ship. There was so much beautiful trash downstairs. Stinkler extends his hand with a banana peel.
Oh, yeah, sure thing. She reaches out and grasps your hand and shakes it.
I really can't thank you enough for having me aboard this vessel. I cannot wait to see what kind of beautiful garbage we can find in the capital. And all of these wonderful men downstairs were super nice as well. In fact, that goblin thing over there even pissed on me once. Beautiful, actually. I couldn't be happier with my voyage so far. So tell me a little about yourself, Slaphands.
Well, you already know my name. Mostly I've worked the ship for a few years now. The captain's real nice, and The captain's real kind to me, and I've made pretty good penny here. I'm not planning to stay here my whole life or anything like that. I'm originally from Dalton, and I'm even thinking about staying over in Glass. There's a lot going on over there.
Oh, that makes sense. What's the captain like? What does he typically throw away in his garbage?
Well, she is quite nice. Ruthless, as one captain must be, but she's fair.
Okay, that makes sense. I look forward to meeting her and raiding her dumpster. I'm gonna go.
All right.
I'm just gonna go over here by this samurai.
A foul stench emanates from Stinkler Smelgore, and it is deflected by the coolness of the hat.
Yeah. +1 cool.
All right, as you stand next to the samurai, a new shadow darkens the threshold.
Hey, I'm Goker. I'm the voice actor for Goker.
He really is.
I just came on this ship to see all the latest jokes.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right, as a highly painted Gekoi enters out on top of the deck of the ship, Slaphands raises an eyebrow and can't help but say, "I don't think I've seen you before."
Yeah, I just came here. It's great to be here.
All right then. So, what's the deal with the She'll point at her face.
My Joker's makeup? This makes me really scary. Are you scared?
I'm a bit unsettled, if that's the intention.
All right. I'm going behind a barrel now.
Okay.
Do like a Paper Mario turn, just slide behind it.
Just love the idea of him narrating what he does.
I'm
I now
going
take
by-
a seat on the barrel.
I'm going behind a barrel now. Okay, let me find you a barrel.
Oh, God.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Slaphands pretends not to see you. Last but certainly not least, a final shadow darkens the threshold.
My character is Coots, a monk who was raised by Goliaths, who is trying to leave on his own expedition to find his inner peace and also one day fly so he can be higher than all the Goliaths who raised him. Ah, man, even to a halfling like me, the sea sure is big.
Oh, that's true enough said there, little one. Greetings and salutations to you, named Slaphands.
Coots looks up, taking his time, but peeks over at the really, really cool samurai for a moment. Not to let it be forgotten, he is very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there. My name's Coots. Hey, do you know how much longer it's gonna be? He stammers, really trying to get there. He's kind of afraid of ships.
Well, the trip? The trip's gonna take a little bit longer there, little one. We got a few days ahead of us still. The captain will be out soon to discuss duties.
Did you just hear that, Samurai? He called him little one right to his face.
Coots looks over at Stinkler Smelgore. Takes a long time to look up. Oh my gosh! Is that a Goliath? Hey, I was raised by Goliaths! Stinkler! He hopes Stinkler will hear.
Well, look at you, little one. Come on over here.
He stands by Stinkler. Not so close because, boy, does he smell like...
Oh no, you're too far
Hey.
away. Come here, little one.
Oh,
He's going in for the hug.
Durst just moving away at the same time.
He quickly points over to Durst and goes, "Oh, wow, Stinkler, have you met Durst? That guy over there?"
No,
'Cause he
don't
goes over
involve me! Don't involve me! Trying to avoid him all ship. I smelt him a city away!
While all this light, jovial panicking is happening, footsteps echo from the boards to your south. A woman descends the stairs, bearing with her a sort of sad, sorrowful gait. Her skin is green and soft gray, and you notice that underneath her hat there is a coil of serpents. The captain appears before you. Slap Hands immediately stands at attention and salutes. Oi, Captain! Find yourself something to do. Ah! Slap Hands runs away, hands flailing in the air, and begins monkeying around somewhere else. So, our passengers have come above deck, finally. We have things to discuss. Come here. Does the Gokur leave the barrels?
Yeah, that was me walking over.
Whoa. He was behind those barrels.
Does anybody want a stick of gum?
Oh my god! Just like appears out of nowhere. Ah! What?
Acting real sus right now.
Need
Pretty sure I saw Gokur vent.
Gotta put a bell on him. The captain will then look at each of you for what seems like a pretty long time, but only a few seconds. Her piercing red eyes, searching for any weakness. And she will say, I do not know how that you got passage onto my ship without my permission. I do not know how you paid the quartermaster to bypass protocol. And to be quite frank, I do not care. Your stories are your own. But everyone works on my ship, regardless of station, regardless of import. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, Captain.
Yes, indeedy.
Good.
Yep, 10-4, buddy.
In that case, let us find what you're good at, and then perhaps we can put you to work. You, samurai, do your hands know any other skills than killing?
He will stand up a little bit straighter.
Painting, reading, the arts.
Holy, this guy's nuts.
Oh, cool.
I collect pogs.
I collect books.
That's. She'll look over to him and say, perhaps he can be of some use to our navigator then. You'll find him at the aft of the ship, and she'll point to her right.
Copy that. Is he all the way in the back?
You'll find him somewhere back there. She'll then turn and look at Stinkler. And you, foul man, do you have any use other than stinking my air?
Oh, yes. I actually have many different talents. For the ship specifically, I think I could be good for janitorial services. I could lick the latrines clean, perhaps. There's plenty of uses I could see myself doing aboard this ship. Mainly when it comes to its upkeep and cleanliness.
We could always use more swabs for the poop deck. She'll gesture to her right. Slap Hands can help you with that. Slap Hands will slap your gross hand.
Ooh. Jesus.
And you, are you an entertainer? She'll look at the Goker.
At the
You could say that.
Can you use your hands for anything, such as pulling rope?
No. My hands are too slippery. Geckos can't hold anything.
Do you know of perhaps food?
Yeah, I like food.
Very well. You shall.
I like carrots.
All right. Then you shall help our chef. You'll find him beneath. Go. Okay. He rolls down the stairs.
Is anyone else getting the weirdest vibe from that fellow?
He said he can't hold anything? I don't even know how that works.
He goes
Wow.
two-dimensional.
Well, we haven't heard him sing yet, so he might hold a tune.
That'd be nice.
And you, halfling.
Yes.
What
yes,
can you
ma'am.
do?
Well, I've always been tasked with the most arduous job and the ones none of the other Goliaths would do, so anything for you, ma'am.
That was annoyingly non-specific.
I can pick things up and move them places, and
Ah, excellent manual labor. Help Slap Hands. Go on.
I'm going. I have a short leg, so it takes me longer to walk.
She'll just kind of shake her head when you approach.
Durst the First just puts his hand in his jacket and look in his best. He's like,
As you know, I am Durst the First of my line, and I am of a cleric of the coin. Now, if you require anyone to be healed, I'm more than happy to do that for you. But again, the issue with my room and board, it has been... Again, I don't think you understand what the bottom of your ship is. It's like the entire bottom of your ship is a bathroom for like everybody.
Would you prefer to ride on the keel?
I'm sorry?
You're forgiven. Assist Slap Hands.
just shifty eyes and goes, out.
Okay.
Side of the boat.
Each of you goes about the next couple of days assisting with the ship, trying to keep it running smoothly, as the captain does not suffer any fools, especially those that she doesn't believe deserves a place on her ship. But she is a woman of her word, and will see that you reach your passage. And we'll see how well you do in the kitchen there, Goker.
Cooking time.
As you kind of make your way down to the middeck, which is where the galley can be found, when you get to about there, you overhear something. I will tell you once more, I will not abide the tomatoes next to the cabbages. But it makes no sense, sir. You're just so OCD about this. Do not question my genius. There's a reason why I was sought and you were not.
Goker's here.
All right, you walk in. You see a boisterous looking tiefling man in a ridiculous chef's outfit that is far too fancy for the actual job that he has. You also notice that he has full makeup on like you, except while yours is meant to strike fear and terror and possible confusion, his is meant to try to hide the fact that he does in fact have cracked skin. Next to him is a human woman who looks to be quite young and who is smiling and kind of hiding behind him. Ah, you must be the one the captain spoke of. A new helping hand in the kitchen of this mighty vessel. I am Bobby Bacot, at your service.
Hey, Bobby. Just make sure I get a lot of carrots on this ship.
Special treatment. Earned, my good friend. Tell me, do you have any knife skills?
Oh, yeah, I can do a lot of different kind of magic tricks with a knife.
Well then, come over here and show me your power.
Here I go.
The coker starts slicing the head out of some carrots with expert skill. My goodness, you're quite skilled. Oh, he's really good, boss. He's better than you. Shut your mouth, lickety-split, before I fill it with my fist. You'll do fine. We're going to have a mighty rush soon. The first shift will be done, so peel those potatoes. Prepare the soup. The time has come to cook. All right.
We have to cook.
All right.
That terrified me because I zoomed in at the same time.
Yeah, I think you did it on purpose. I was like, oh, that's intense.
All right.
Really giving off some Walter White energy there. We have to cook. Look at his blood.
Boom. The first rolls. With a 12, you're able to assist Bobby Bacot pretty well. He is most certainly not full of hot air. He is quite the chef, going out of his way to provide a warm and delicious meal for the men and women aboard this ship, far more than he probably has to. Lickety-Split, you see, is also quite useful. She moves about the kitchen with a practiced grace, and even though they're somewhat berative attitude to each other, you can tell is in good nature. It's not long before you two are involved with them, and even perhaps practice some of your jokes. There is, for perhaps a moment, some camaraderie.
You guys ever hear the joke about potatoes?
Please tell me immediately.
Potato, tomato.
It is based upon the colloquialism of the word, how it is both the same but yet different. Lickety-split. It's almost like that time that you tried to change your hair color. You mean when I wanted to be a blonde? Yeah, you wanted to be useless. Now you shouldn't say that. I am the chef, master of the... All right, we'll go back to... Meanwhile, back at the top of the deck, the rest of you are all with slap hands. All right, fellas, we got a lot to get done. We got to swab the poop deck. Got to make sure that the canvas is nice and clackered. We're going to make sure that the mast is repaired in case it takes any damage during the harsh winds. Am I going too fast for you?
Nope, perfect speed.
All right, then. Well, let's get to work. And she'll start handing everybody mops. And then she'll look at you. Did you say you was going to lick it?
I don't need to if you'd prefer traditional tools. I'm not married to the old spit cleaning, but I am open to it if you'd prefer it, yes?
She'll hand you the mop. She doesn't know how to respond to the fact you offered to eat what was on the deck.
Well, I mean, it's It's her ship after all. I mean, it's okay.
Do you have anything sized for a goblin?
Oh, right, yeah. And the
No,
half
because
of them too.
this is not sized for a goblin. If you want me to clean the top of a house, I can do that with the size of this thing. But if you want me to help out, tell you what, how about I just sit down and survey the area? I'm just gonna sit right over there, actually.
Oh, yeah. And then, I could put you in a barrel and throw you over the side. She'll hand you a smaller broom. She'll hand one to
But
Coots.
work only gets done when multiple people stand around the person who does it.
Oh, yeah. No, that's correct. Yeah, that's you know what? Just get to work. She'll walk off. And she will do the laying around, not doing anything, while the three of you work.
Can you believe how lucky we are?
I could swear Goker was talking to me because that sounds like a joke.
Stinkler is going to town on the deck right now. It is.
He's
impressive.
handling it.
I only a tiny little brush just along just along a little bit of like one of the railings. God.
Coots is falling behind Stinkler, making sure he's not missing any spots, and also said to himself that Durst is pretty useless.
Oh, don't let him hear you, Coots.
Above game, it's fair.
Wonders where the cool guy is too.
Where did he go? He was so cool.
I keep cleaning this stairwell. It just keeps staying dirty. What the hell?
And the three of you go about your day cleaning the deck. Thankfully, somehow, with the three of you working together, the deck stays pretty clean. And you notice that the captain doesn't smile, but gives you a discernible nod of appreciation. And that is what you do for your next few days. And then finally, Maury approaches the navigator.
He's going to approach silently, assuming that this guy knows why he's been sent here, and see if he reacts to him.
After looking through a scope, looking up ahead, the man will kind of shake his head and then take some notes on a piece of parchment. He will then look up. Well then, it looks like the captain was not pulling my leg when she said she was sending me some help. Greetings and salutations to you, traveler. My name's Lotan Kalir. I'm the navigator of this here vessel.
Mori Suzuki, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He'll offer his hand.
Maury will shake it.
How may I be of assistance, navigator?
Well, we got to do a lot of arithmetic, a lot of calculations to make sure we're on the straight and narrow. The festival of the Seven will be ending soon. Leviathans be waking up. Last thing we want to do is veer off course and get stuck on the edge. Thing is, the winds keep shifting oddly. I had heard that the winds of Glaeus were some right powerful idiots, but they've always stayed reliable, at least as far as I've heard. Truth be told, we ain't never seen a coastal storm, not off the side of Glaeus. We thought it was a magical reason, but with these winds acting the way they are, we gotta be careful.
The wind should be steady. It concerns me if you believe they are not.
Can I actually check the winds to see how they're blowing as we speak?
Sure thing, make me a nature check.
How's a 5 do it for you?
Alright, Maury, you raise your hand in the air and see if you can figure out if there's anything wrong with the wind, but it just feels like wind.
Seems pretty normal to me. How often does it shift?
Alright, Maury, as you ask the question, he'll look up and he'll say, well, to be quite honest, normally it shifts, even the way that it shifts is regular, you see? I can always expect it and we can kind of adjust ahead of time. But it's getting more and more erratic here. Now, we've been through plenty of storms on this here vessel, but never one's close to Glaeus, and I've got a bad feeling about it. So for now, what I'm trying to do is keep us just straight.
Have you navigated these waters before?
A few times. Never had any problems before like this.
Are there any plots of land that we should worry about cascading into?
Not that I've seen. Not a lot of islands around Glaeus.
Then stay the course and let me know how I can assist you, if need be.
And he will see one of his arms raise and the wings, indicating that if need be, he will go check the winds himself.
Oh, that's right, useful. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, take a look up at the top there and tell me which way the headwind's going.
All right, I guess I'm going to try to glide. He is going to undo some strings inside of his cloak, and the navigator will watch as the sleeves on his outfit fall off, as if they were attached separately, and these two very large bat wings will unfold and whoop, up into the air.
All right, as you take off into the air, you open your wings and you catch the sea breeze, and it's able to lift you up somewhat. You're not quite in Glaeus yet, so you're not able to have true flight, but you are able to ascend enough to look at the headwind. And it seems that you're on course, but then you begin to see what what Lotan is so concerned with. The wind shifts slightly, constantly. Small, subtle shifts, but enough that if not watched and compensated for, could cause a ship to veer off several degrees, possibly even several miles.
Got it. And that shift happens while I'm in the air?
Indeed, and you continue to do this process throughout the next couple of days, helping Loten keep on top of it as much as you can. It's a difficult job that requires both the physicality of you flying and also the training of your mind, but the two of you make a pretty decent team. And although Loten is not an open man, he is thankful. Nearing the coast, merely a day or so out from Glaeus, something happens. First, it began as another shift in the wind. Mori ascended to check the headwind, but is caught in a gust so strong it slams him into the canvas. Thankfully, the canvas is soft and billowing. He does not take damage, but it is enough to pin him almost against the canvas. Loten moves to assist, but the wind blows even stronger. The sky begins to darken.
This does not look good.
The wind
To Stinkler.
begins to blow. The canvas shifts. The wood groans. Within the ship, the Goker grabs at a pot before it spills, and Bobby looks up with a concerned look on his face.
Shit.
Bobby will look over to the Goker and will say, "You should head up top in case they need help. Lickety Split and I can hold this down."
Okay, I just gotta cook some of these potatoes real quick.
Set them on the fire. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just remember, cook them just right.
He'll wink at you. I know the way you like them, Goker. No problem at all.
All right, I'm going up the stairs.
All right. And so, you return to the top of the deck. As you do, you notice something different. The skies have darkened. Then the lightning begins. All around you, the rain begins to fall at a heightened rate, soaking the canvas, soaking the deck. The sailors begin to move around. A panic begins to seep into them until the captain walks out onto the fray. With an easy call, she calls her men and women to stand. Her commands almost lost against the howling wind. The sailors move to do what they can. She calls upon you to aid them as well. Grab the rope. Secure the riggings. Secure yourselves. All right, so, Stinkler, you form a black, grimy umbrella out of literal just grime on top of the ship. It's able to keep some of the water out of you and Coots' face. However, the storm is strong, and the umbrella flimsy. Eventually, it begins to fail. The wind threatening to pull Coots especially off the side of the ship to his small stature.
Stinkler, I don't think this is going so well for me. Coots
No.
hangs off of Stinkler like a flag in the wind.
Coots, I won't let go.
I just feel like, can you hold on to me? I feel like I'm just holding up banana peels and I keep slipping.
Grab the top of my trash can. Stinkler gives him the trash can lid for better grip because it's aluminum.
Coots understands that this is a closer bond between us and grips it tightly.
Okay.
Thank you, Stinkler.
All right, then. Durst begins to be lifted up by the wind. Slaphands reaches over to him and grabs him by the arm before he goes overboard and pulls him back onto the ship. Hold steady there, Gobo!
You think I wasn't trying the whole time? Huh?
Proving that Slaphands is quite strong, she'll lift the goblin up and over the side of the railing and will begin to tie him down. We gotta make sure that you don't get caught!
I appreciate just tie a rope around my waist. Tie me down to something right now. Anything.
A rogue wave strikes the side of the ship. The Goker, who is meandering on the edge, begins to tip over. But it is the captain's hand that grabs out, latching onto his tail and pulling him back onto the ship. Stand fast, Gekoi!
Thanks. I haven't seen a storm this bad since Corky Romano came out in theaters.
She did not hear that nice joke because it is storming and she doesn't care.
Damn.
And eventually, the ship holds fast against the storm. as the wind and the rain smash into its side. The waves get larger and larger, like liquid mountains lifting the ship like a child with a toy, until finally all of you make me a perception check. Most of the party, it seems, except Maury and Stinkler, are blinded by the water in their eyes, by the rising of the waves, the shaking of the vessel. But Stinkler and Maury are able to spot something beneath the waves. A dark figure, impossibly large, radiating a predatory evil. Its eye opens from beneath the waves. The captain has but a single moment to cry out, "Leviathan!" before all goes dark.
I don't think we're a high enough level to do this.
Who turned off the Joker's lights?